Hello, everyone. I'm Don Harkins with Your Florida House Team and Your Florida Loan Team here with a market update for you for Central Florida. It's Wednesday, April 29th, 2020, and let's jump right into the numbers. So what we're seeing as far as inventory levels go is a little bit of the same, about 43% down year over year in new inventory. We had 600 homes come on the market in Orange County and Lake County, Osceola County, Seminole County. They all kind of follow the same pattern. So we're using Orange County as just an easy representation of what all of Central Florida does, generally speaking. But 600 homes in Orange County last year during this week, and this year, 341 homes. That's up just slightly from last week, 321 homes last week and 317 the week before. So we're starting to creep up a little bit week over week as far as new listings go, but buyers who are out in the market, you're still going to be seeing limited inventory. So just keep that in mind when you are making offers. While there are less buyers in the market, there's also less listings compensating for that. So things haven't softened up too much, but they are softening just a little bit. So 43% year over year change in new listing inventory. When we look at pricing, there's a little bit of good news for buyers on pricing, maybe not so much for sellers. So last year during this week, the median list price for all homes listed in Orange County was $294,900. This year, $297,495 was the median list price. So just about a 1% change. That's a pretty big jump from the previous 2 weeks where we saw $289,000, $283,000. But that's more reflective of just the fact that we're moving into what is traditionally the selling season, the spring season, and that brings with it more of the listings that people have kind of been waiting and planning to list in higher price ranges, and fewer of the listings that are a quick need to sell for sale type of inventory. So not a big change year over year in listing price. So that buy opportunity that buyers might be looking for, this is good evidence that there may be some price suppression going on, and you could come into the market today and purchase at last year's prices, or maybe even slightly below last year's prices if you choose to submit a lower offer. For sellers, there's some good news for you as well. Showings are actually up about 30% off the bottom. That April 7th bottom we saw where showings were down about 64.3%. This week, only down 34.6% off the median level. So just in the last 3.5 weeks, we've seen a 30% increase in the amount of buyer showing activity. So hopefully everyone is staying safe out there, but I think that's a really good sign. If you have a listing that's kind of been sitting, or if you've been waiting for an opportunity to list your home, you have a plan to move, and you're not really sure when that time is going to be, when the best time to be is going to list. This could be the beginning of what we're going to see as buyers returning into the market to more normal levels. A 30% increase is pretty substantial. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that for you. As far as the mortgage market goes, I'm sure you're hearing a lot of news about mortgage rates. The truth is they've really stabilized over the past few weeks. There's been some concern about the length of time in the recovery that is sort of weighing on rates, in spite of the fact that the Fed's participating pretty heavily and the new small business stimulus just came through. Those were all great economic signs, but still not really being reflected in better interest rates. Today, we're expecting a Fed announcement and the release of GDP numbers for quarter one. So that's expected to move the market some, and we'll be watching that for the impact on rates. But as far as week over week changes in the mortgage rates, we're not really seeing that. If you're a buyer in the market, you're still going to have a historically low rate, and you still have relatively good availability of financing. So for government loans right now, a 620 credit score and above, and for conventional loans, 640 credit score and above. So pretty good availability of financing, historically low rates. So it's still a great time to be in the mortgage market. I want to take a quick moment and show you guys a buyer tool that you can take advantage of that's available on the 3D virtual tours that we're doing for all our listings. So I'm going to pop over to the computer and show you guys a quick tip on some features of that you can use while you're shopping from home. Okay guys, so just as an example, I'm going to come here to one of our new listings we just put up this week in Oviedo for $470,000. It's a great home in the Hagerty High School district. Huge backyard, and you can see we have a virtual tour, a 3D virtual tour from Matterport here on this page. So when I click and go into that page, I can even make it full screen here. And you may be shopping and be curious how large certain rooms are, comparing them to maybe where you're currently living. And you can see down here in the corner there is a ruler icon. So when you click that ruler, it brings up this prompt. You can click the plus button, and now I have some crosshairs here on the screen. And what's really cool is I can come over here to this baseboard underneath that table and select a point and drag that out to the base of the stairs if I want. And that's going to give me a measurement of the depth of this living room here. And if I want to get the width, similarly, I could grab a spot on the wall because I have some furniture blocking the baseboards here and some furniture here. So I can grab a spot on the wall up here and bring that across and grab another spot on the wall that I think is directly across over here and click the plus sign, and now I'll get the measurement there as well. So I can see this room is about 13 by 16. Click the plus check mark and that's going to save for you. What's really cool is you can go into other rooms if you'd like. And again, you just maneuver this with the arrow keys on your keyboard. It's just like you're walking through the home. And same thing here. I can click the plus icon, take some more measurements if I want to figure out what the depth of my family room is and what the width of my family room is. I can grab on the wall here, come to the wall over here, and see I've got 21.6 of width and almost 12 feet of depth. And click that plus icon. And then one thing I really like about these tours is if I go back to this other room, the measurements that I took will still be displayed. So I can go through the whole house if I'd like to and take those measurements on those rooms that are important. So that's a pretty cool tool for you guys. Go ahead and find those tours on Realtor.com, Redfin.com. You can find them on all of our listings, and there's even links to them from the MLS. So I thought you guys might enjoy checking that out. Okay guys, so thanks for taking a look. Last but not least, I wanted to speak a little bit about cash out refinances. We know that home values are up nearly 50% over the last 10 years, and a lot of Americans have a lot of equity in their homes. With interest rates at an all-time low, if you have a home improvement project that you've been wanting to tackle, if you have some high interest debt that you'd like to pay off, now might be a great time to utilize a cash out refinance to pull out some of the equity in your home. It's likely that you could maintain your current payment or even drop your payment slightly depending on what your initial rate was. So it's possible to maintain that current payment, pull out some equity, and reapply that somewhere else where it might do more use for you. So if you have questions about cash out refinances or traditional mortgages, again, I'd encourage you to just text Loan 1 to 321-204-1789. We can send you a link to our online mortgage application. It's very quick and easy to fill out, and we can go over some options with you that way. Visit yourfloridahousesearch.com if you're ready to get started on your home search. You can search the full MLS just like an agent there, save searches, filter by price range, neighborhood, county, school zone. And if you're looking for an agent to help you list your home, visit yourfloridahouseteam.com and click on selling at the top. We can start with a estimated home value report and a seller's estimated net sheet and find out if you're going to be in the right ballpark to where it makes sense with us setting up a Zoom call for you or an in-person visit. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, taking a look at the numbers with us this week. And if you have any questions, give me a call, 321-377-0341. I hope you have a great week.